Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Star Wars Saturday Night. We are in the middle of December, the middle of the holiday season. I've got my Star Wars stocking hung here in CEN Studios. And of course, I'm wearing my Star Wars gingerbread man cookie ugly Christmas sweatshirt. So that is where I'm at. Star Wars, the holiday season. It's awesome. But today, we're going to look at this. The Star Wars album. The official collector's edition. This is a book put out by Ballantine. Ballantine or Ballantine. Let's just say Ballantine for the rest of the video. There you go. And there is the back. From 1977. Star Wars album. And this is in phenomenal shape. If you see me looking off here, my monitor's there, so I always just want to make sure I have everything in frame while I'm doing it. So here we go. Let's crack it open and take a look. The Star Wars album. I got this off eBay, I don't know, within the last few years, and it is in absolutely pristine shape. I don't remember what I spent on it, but I don't think I spent a lot, you know. A lot of times these books, albums, I would say book, it's not really a magazine. The demand isn't that high, so you can get them for relatively cheap. I would say definitely under $20. The Star Wars album. Here you go. And right here, let me see if I can find it. Right there, under there. I don't know if you can see it, but it says first edition, November 1977. I don't know how many editions were made of this. Here you go. How it all began, fact or fiction. This is talking about most of the inspirations that George Lucas had to come up with something like Star Wars. Like Flash, Universal Hero. We know Flash Gordon was a huge influence on Star Wars. Robot Revolution, early relatives of Star Wars. You've got the Metropolis. You've got the Tin Man, which here we go. Tin Man, I guess they're considering that a robot. And we know the Wizard of Oz was an influence on Star Wars. Here's some more of that. The Monstrous Misfits. Star Wars has always been a great creature film. Especially back, you know, the original ones they were done with, you know, either puppets or, you know, men in masks or something like that. Of course, teammates in comedy. You've got Laurel and Hardy, you know, which basically, I mean, that's who 3PO and R2 are. They're basically just Laurel and Hardy. On Guard. You have the thing, you know, Errol Flynn, nope, sorry. It's hard to do this backwards. Errol Flynn over here, which is similar to, of course, the lightsaber duels of Star Wars. Get out of town before the twin suns set. That's the Western aspect of Star Wars. The mystique. So this is the beginning of the book, and it's basically just what influenced. And then we get into more of the story of that. Damsel in Distress. Of course, that is a Hollywood trope that had been very prominent back then, and especially in adventure movies. R2-D2 and C-3PO, quick getaway. They don't spell it like this. Here we go. This as much as they used to, but I mean, even the figures would spell R2-D2 like phonetically out like that. You don't see that much now. I guess because now everyone knows how to say those names. And here, will R2-D2 C-3PO again? See, they did a little play on that word. Yeah, okay. Get me those tapes. This is another fine mess you've gotten me into. That's definitely a Laurel and Hardy line right there. Runaway Robot. So it's a mix of sort of black and white images and color images. And here it's giving you, at this point it's giving you a little synopsis of what's going on. At Uncle Owen's request, Luke starts cleaning out the new androids. And they were androids. They didn't even call them droids. Watch out, sand people. Obi-Wan Kenobi comes out of retirement. I don't know how that Jedi pension plan is, so I guess he had to make a few extra bucks. Here's a nice color photo of Luke, Obi-Wan, Chewie, and Han in the cantina. The good guys meet the bad guys. Of course, the famous trash compactor scene over here. So if any of you ever seen this book, do any of you have this book? Let me know down in the comments below. If you got it back then. Ben and Darth duel to the death. He was more referred to as Ben in the opening years of the Star Wars universe in our mind. The reward now, who gets the princess? The Force within George Lucas. So again, have you guys ever seen this book before? Again, this one's from 1977. I don't know how many editions were put out. It's the first edition. But it's an absolutely pristine shape. I think someone who must have had this... I'm not sure if they had multiple. It was probably just new old stock. That they had a box full that was never circulated. Because this... I got this in absolutely pristine condition. The art of Ralph McQuarrie. Easel come, easel go. I don't know who's writing these sort of titles of these chapters, but they're very punny. The man behind the magic. Who was that referring to? Is it... No, it's not McQuarrie. This is the model maker. John Dykstra. Yeah. Here's some more. The model making. And the motion control cameras that were pretty much pioneered for the first Star Wars. And you got to remember, if this came out in November of 1977, I mean, they were just scrambling to get anything on shelves because Star Wars was huge, but they didn't have the toys. The whole early bird kit came out that year, and the figures weren't ready until the following year. So basically they could get out, things like shirts and posters and stuff that were easy. And I guess books and magazines were also relatively easy compared to toys and stuff. So they just tried to get everything they could out. Notes on composer John Williams. See him there. That's a great picture of him. Well, the orchestra there in the studio with the movie playing behind them. So he could time the music. The Magnetic Metal Men. Basically the droids. Have crew will travel. This is talking about them being on location. I mean, over here, that's studio stuff. But here, on this side, that's all location stuff. In Tunisia. Some more, just titled Behind the Scenes. More behind the scenes. And here's all color. Some great, behind the scenes pictures. Some that are not too famous. Star Wars sequels, November 77. They're already talking about it. Let's see what it says in here. Will there be a sequel to Star Wars? Absolutely! Exclamation point. Already, there is a full-length feature film scheduled due in fall of 1978. Well, we know that didn't happen. A feature film scheduled due in fall. Is that when it's due to begin or due to be out? Because due to be out, that would be ridiculous. Lucas has indicated that he will only serve as executive producer. Still, a whole slew of questions are left up in the air. Will his hero marry the strong-willed but willing Princess Leia, or will she have to challenge Han Solo to a duel for Leia's hand? Or will he have to challenge Han Solo for a duel for Leia's hand? Well, we all know what that situation is. Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, and Harrison Ford will continue in their original roles, but what will become of Darth Vader? As for R2-D2 and C-3PO, Star Wars fans everywhere can be certain these lovable droids will be right back in the thick of things. So until fall of 1978, when audiences return to that special time long ago in a galaxy far, far away, may the Force be with you. Really? They thought they would have it by fall of 78? I mean, you're talking this is fall of 77. I don't know how they thought they were going to get that out in a year. And didn't they also, Harrison Ford wasn't quite signed on. That's why they had Splinter of the Mind's Eye, which was written basically without him. Here's a Star Wars glossary. You know what I mean? So, I don't know what they were thinking. But here, Alderaan, peaceful planet, home of Princess Leia. Anchorhead, small town on Tatooine, hangout for Luke and his chums. Force, unseen energy field generated by all living things. It is similar to a universal religion to those who believe in its existence. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Luke have positive force. Lord Darth Vader has negative force. That's an interesting way to put it. All these things were just getting ironed out at the time. And here is the rest of the glossary. And I think just a blank page. So that is the Star Wars album. See, it's still got a shine to it. Really in great shape. You could, where is it? Right there. Ballantine, $5.95 is how much that was. So there you go. The Star Wars album. Front and back. There you go. So let me know if you guys have ever seen this. If you have it. If you used to have it and got rid of it. Want it again. I don't know what the eBay prices are these days. But I don't think they're that high. But take a look. So please guys, if you like this, please subscribe. Please like, share, comment. I really do like to hear the comments and read them and comment back. But definitely subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. Alright, until next week. May the Force be with you, and have a good one.